Where'd you learn to fight, Jarl? What's your training?
From my father. And older brothers. And sisters. And cousins. My mother's. The Resistance isn't an army. It's more than that.
What was your rite of passage?
I fell in love when I was a young man. Very young. We met on a farm on Aya. She was brilliant.
Okay, firing the first hammer. Hold on to something. Remnant coming from below!
One of those hammers. For important reasons.
That's a big tremor for a couple of remnant. Let's place the next hammer.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I wonder what all these bits of remnant tech used to be.
Things crumble, no sense wasting time on it.
Strangers, right in our way.
A Pathfinder, huh? No need to ask if you're friend or foe.
I didn't know anyone from the Nexus was out here.
We're not. We're from the sovereign nation Advent, a few hundred clicks that way. Our nation, no Nexus interference. We didn't come to Andromeda to fuel Director Tan's regime. In Advent, we're free citizens.
I've got no problem with you or Advent. I'm here on a mission.
I'm fine with Pathfinders. We've got a job in common. Our water table dropped recently. Like the rivers underground were running dry. We tracked the problem out here.
There's been seismic activity. We're using that and a survey hammer to tap the rivers.
Oh shit. Advent needs that water supply to stay independent. Would you consider a deal? Our survey showed a massive natural gas deposit nearby. Your hammer taps that instead. We mine the gas and trade it to your outpost. Everyone wins.
Mining natural gas will damage Eos's atmosphere, just as it recovers.
In what, a few hundred years? We need that water now, and the initiative needs trade. Look, I can't argue with your guns. Just remember, there's a lot of citizens downstream.
I'm going.
Good luck out there.
The flow's moved, but we can tap the underground rivers from here.
Don't worry about those other guys. They'll find more water.
The gas deposit's at the other site. That would help Advent, but we can't do both. Those tremors aren't the hammers or the remnant. What is that?
Pathfinder, the underground portal flow is moving, but not sufficiently.
Plot a new hammer site, Sam. One last hit should do it.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Nice work. Last hammer. This should finish the job. Everyone ready?
Over the head.
Reload!
Creating reinforcements! Aim for its legs! us. Legs are weak. That will slow it. Chase it down.
Enemy!
Legs are weak. That will slow it down. Interface, we'll cover you.
Good. Not what I was expecting, but... Wow.
Ryder, it's Hanley back at the outpost. The seismic readings just went crazy. What happened?
A remnant the size of a building.
What? At least you made it and kept that thing away from the outpost. Nice work.
That's it. Good work.
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible.
Still think you'd be better off with soldiers at your outpost.
Pathfinder? Jarkett, Tervian. I understand I was pulled from cryo ahead of schedule. My family is grateful, but I consider it my debt.
Everyone gets out eventually.
That may be, but the least I can do is show you the benefit. I'm exo-studies now, but in a former life, let's say I knew tactics. If I supplied the Ket on this planet, I drifted in, and there's only so many gravitational paths. Here's some navs to check for anomalies. Good hunting, Pathfinder.
Supplies lost to outlaws. Minor recovery, but a bad scene all around. We'll have to be careful.
Recommendations noted, Pup.
Right.
My twin sister was at Site 1. She was a genius.
This definitely treated wound.
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. Was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
Why did you join the Andromeda initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-in colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind. Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice, obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that spooked, go hide behind the four giants. I'm busy.
Drac, when I mentioned the woman who broke my heart, you said you understood.
Yeah, I did.
Can you tell me why? Did someone break your heart?
Hearts. Krogan have 4. And I'm not saying shit.
I understand completely.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
That's it.
Get ready to fight!
We had a legend that formations like this were from the weight of the sky, long before the Scourge.
Help us! Please!
That's it. Good work.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the Remnant didn't work out.
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gas brick? Yeah, I bet. These Remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I have a super intelligent AI, and enough experience with the Remnant to be careful.
Jennings, this isn't working. We tried.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Pathfinder, this area has been altered by Remnant. There may be something of use. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear. Corda's looking for you.
I never get out.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I've got enough people to patch up without Gil tripping.
Not the backup I was hoping for, Lacey.
Need something?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Thanks for the insight. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
So there's a heart soft as rose petals under that uniform.
I got plenty under here, pal. Does the big bad Pathfinder have a soft spot too?
I might. For certain someones.
Good to know. We've all got our something. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
The whole expedition might never have launched. Dad knew that.
He wouldn't be stalled by minor issues like credits or physics. So I gave the initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted, my rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
So, Jal.
So?
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
No one on my ship thinks that way. We're a team.
Oh, I was talking about my discomfort with your living arrangements, not about any prejudice I harbor. I'm an alien. We are all strangers. Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
That all you've got? Now that I've proven you can trust me, I was hoping you'd feel more able to open up.
I have certain dissatisfactions that I'd like to leave behind. They're quite personal.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
When we have downtime, I'd love to watch you work.
Sure. I could show everyone.
No. Just us. So we can get to know each other better? Or just share a hobby?
Oh, of course.
Good. Good.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's had it out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Smart stuff up front, powers and back.
The radio or help catch me cleaning.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Have to admit, when you invited me to your apartment, I thought you might be luring me there for something else.
You thought, or you hoped?
I might have been hoping.
That hope had crossed my mind as well. If Kalinda hadn't intruded, who knows what might have happened.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
That little stunt into the Scourge tested a few of my improvements. Happy to say they held up. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I'm looking for moments like this with people like you.
Sorry, guys aren't my thing. But good to know I'm universal. Still an answer, though. Something far from home. I get it.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
If it all goes wrong, It could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Hello, Scott. Meeting with the Angara is truly historic.
I'll say.
My only comparison is Alec Ryder's experience in the First Contact War, a time of uncertainty and cultural misunderstanding. We are arguably in a similar time, yet your encounter was peaceful. I can see what humanity has learned.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Our Turian friend on Eos has good instincts. Let's check it out.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. I found something.
Possible Ket supplies. Just like Darket suggested.
Back towards Vold.
Anomaly on sensors. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
I looked over the recruits after.
Good. We're in the clear. Proceed to objective.
That's the planet, with everything on it.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything is running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
Downhill's always more fun.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul. Should I know about it?
That's a conversation for another time.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Is normal.
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Vold. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
Thinking about a frozen moon I was once stranded on. Almost lost my good toe.
Life support restored. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Ijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Vold's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
We can't
Ice
just attack an
everywhere,
entire
but hang
Ket
on to
base.
that piece. What's so special about it?
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable
I'm
parameters.
saying we need to...
You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
You made a quick decision about me.
You got me. I hoped that if I flattered you, you'd help me rescue my uncle, Nilj.
You don't need to manipulate Ryder.
I had to try something. If the Ket move Nilj from the labor camp, we'll never find him again. Will you do it? Will you help me?
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Nilj may not have much time.